Hey everyone, Jenis here. Welcome to our super duper deep dive.
And I'm Jacob.
And Tom, get ready for an epic quest.
Ever wondered what it'd be like to chat with an AI that, isn't just a boring text box on a screen, like in the movies?
Totally.
Yeah, way cooler.
Today we're getting into Replikant Chat. It's our new app and it's doing, exactly that.
It brings AI chatbots to life, like actual 3D characters you can see and talk to in a virtual space. It's awesome.
Yeah, we built this. It's pretty rad stuff if we do say so ourselves.
Think of this as your ultimate quick guide, to understand our platform and honestly, all the mega cool stuff it can do.
Exactly. We've spent ages messing around in it, tweaking all the little bits to bring you the key deets.
And Replikant Chat, our baby, it actually has a huge mix of these 3D chatbots. It's not just one type.
Oh, for real? What kind of cool stuff?
Well, you've got ones that can run interactive quizzes, super fun for testing your brain. Others can tell these super complex stories, like an epic saga.
And some act as your personal tutors for school stuff.
Oh,
and there are
wow.
even a few just for LOLs like comedy bots or pure entertainment.
Okay, that's so cool. And the really exciting bit, I think, is how you actually play with it. You can just jump straight into chats with the bots that are already there, and this is the best part.
Drum roll, please.
You can build and customize your own AI buddies.
That's the heart of it, your own AI squad.
So our master plan today is basically to give you a super clear map of Replikant Chat. We'll walk you through the app's layout, like where all the secret buttons are.
And show you the step-by-step guide for creating your very own amazing chatbots.
Right.
And maybe, if you're ready for it, touch on some of the more advanced features, once you've mastered the basics.
Sound good, future bot masters?
Absolutely. Okay, let's kick things off with just navigating this awesome 3D world. At the very top of our app, you'll see the top bar. Think of it like your command center.
Precisely, your main dashboard.
Gotcha.
On the far left, you've got Home. That's your main landing page, basically. Shows all the chatbots available, sorted into cool categories, kind of like browsing your favorite game store or streaming service.
It's okay. Next to that is favorites. Pretty obvious, right? Any bots you've given a gold star, they show up there for super fast access.
Got it. Easy peasy.
Then there's Search. Lets you find bots by name or maybe by topic if you're looking for something specific like a dinosaur expert bot or a space adventure guide.
Okay, that's handy. And for the creators out there, the builders like us?
Ah yes, my creations. That's your personal workshop, your secret lab. It lists all the custom bots you've cooked up.
Now, if it's empty when you first look...
Don't panic. Don't freak out.
Exactly, no worries. It just means you haven't built anything yet. But we'll totally get to how you start that awesome process.
All right, moving across that top bar. What else we got?
Over towards the right, you'll see your token count. This keeps track of usage limits for some super special features.
Yeah, some premium extra awesome features might use tokens, so
Right.
that's where you check your balance, like in-game currency.
Okay, important for power users, maybe.
Could be. And then all the way on the far right is the profile and settings menu, the usual spot for all the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Pretty much. Managing your account, buying more tokens, if you're running low and need more power, handling subscriptions, and then your general app settings, graphics, quality, language, sound options.
Ah, so if you wanted to switch the language to Klingon, just kidding. That's the place?
That's the spot, though maybe not Klingon yet.
Got it.
Yeah!
Okay, let's focus on that homepage then. You land there, what hits your eyeballs?
First thing you'll notice is this awesome grid of chatbot thumbnails. Little pictures, visual previews, basically, giving you a quick peek at each bot, all organized in those cool categories we mentioned.
Right, get it. Hey.
Tiny little pictures. And if you hover your mouse over one or maybe tap and hold on a tablet, a little preview box pops up. Gives you a short description of the bot plus 3 little icons.
Okay, icons, magical buttons, what do they do?
First is the play button, usually a triangle, like on a video. Click that and you start talking to the bot immediately. Boom!
Simple enough?
Then there's a bookmark icon, often looks like a little ribbon. That adds it to your favorites list. Super handy for the ones you love.
Candy! And the third one? This one sounds important.
The third one is a plus sign, and that one's really, really important. That's how you start creating a new bot based on the one you're looking at. It uses it as a template, like a blueprint.
Ah, okay, so you don't start from totally scratch. You sort of clone one and make it even cooler?
Exactly, we'll get more into that. It's super powerful. But yeah, clicking the thumbnail itself, not the icons, takes you to the bot's details page.
And what's on the details page? More secrets?
More information, basically. A longer, fuller description, really explaining its purpose and how it's meant to work, like its origin story.
Okay, any special tools there?
Yeah, a couple of super useful things. You can clear the bot's memory. Good if you want a totally fresh conversation, like hitting a reset button on a game console.
Like a factory reset?
Kind of. Yeah. And you can also change the chatbot's language right there on that page, which is amazing if you speak different languages or maybe you're trying to learn one.
Whoa, that's super flexible.
It is. And sometimes, depending on the bot, there might be other specific secret options there too. Ooh!
All right, so that covers the basic map of the place. It feels pretty easy to get, like you said, almost like exploring a new level in a game.
Yeah, we clearly thought about making it easy to jump in and play.
Now, should we move on to the really, really fun part?
Yes.
Building your own bots.
Let's do it. This is where the magic happens.
So how does creation actually work? Jacob, you mentioned templates.
Right. And this is super duper important to get. Builders, you always start creation from an existing chatbot template in Replikant Chat. We don't just throw you into a blank void.
Okay, so no file new blank superbot.
Nope. You find a bot on the homepage, maybe one that does something kind of like what you want your bot to do, and you hit that plus icon we talked about, either on the thumbnail preview or on its details page, the magic button.
And hitting that plus icon does what exactly? Does it like summon a genie?
Almost. It makes an editable copy of that chatbot. Think of it like save A's, but for making something brand new and totally yours. It duplicates the template, and that copy is your new playground.
Okay, so I get a copy. My very own bot in training. What can I change? Everything?
Pretty much everything that made the original tick. You get access to all its prompt sections. That's the secret code, the text that tells the AI how to act and talk. You can change its look, how it acts, its special moves, activities, even how it remembers stuff.
So total control over the copy? Power overwhelming?
Total control over your copy, but, and this is key, if you make a copy and then you don't change anything...
It just acts like the original.
Exactly! It'll be identical in function. The customization, the awesomeness, only happens when you start tweaking things and adding your own secret sauce.
Okay, here's something I was wondering. What about the characters? The actual 3D models? Can I have like 100?
Good question. Pay super close attention to the template you choose. If the template has, say, 2 characters visible...
My copy will have 2 characters.
Your copy will have 2 characters, bingo. You cannot change the number of visible characters after you've picked the template. It's locked in.
So, if you know you want a 4-character Mega Squad interaction, you need to pick a template that starts with 4 characters. Choose wisely, young Padawan.
Right. Choose your starter template carefully. What if I want no preset logic, just the cool characters to build from scratch?
We have something for that. They're called kits. There's a 1 avatar kit, a 2 avatar kit, 3, 4. You get the idea. Like different starter packs.
Okay.
These give you the 3D models, but basically 0 pre-programmed conversation stuff. It's as close to a blank slate, a blank canvas as you get, letting you define all the content yourself.
Perfect for starting totally fresh then. And just to be super duper clear, if I open my creations and it's empty like a desert...
It just means you haven't hit that awesome plus icon on any bot on the homepage yet. Go find one you like the look of, hit the plus, make it yours, and then it'll show up in my creations ready for you to tinker with.
Got it. So once I hit that plus, I'm teleported somewhere else, right?
Yep, it zaps you straight into the editing page for your new bot copy. Or if you've already created one and want to edit it later, you just go to My Creations, find its thumbnail, and there'll be an edit icon, usually like a little pencil or a wrench. Click that, and you're back in the editor, your workshop.
Okay, the editor, the control room. Let's talk about that. I hear there are different modes, like difficulty settings.
That's right. To make it less scary, maybe, we've included 2 main modes, Easy Mode and Advanced Mode. Easy Mode is the default, designed to be, well, easier for beginners and quick builds.
Makes sense. What's in easy mode? Is it too easy?
It's organized into a few tabs. Super simple. First one is the UI title tab. Pretty straightforward stuff here.
Like naming my bot Super Awesome Bot 5000?
Exactly. Give it a name that shows up in the app. Then you write a short description. That's what people see when they hover over the thumbnail, like a little teaser. And a longer description for its main details page. The full story.
Okay. Does this naming and description affect how it talks? Like if I call it Grumpy Bot, will it be grumpy?
No, not at all. This is purely for the user interface, just labeling, like putting a name tag on it. It helps you and others know what the bot is supposed to be about, but it doesn't feed into the AI's actual chatty behavior, just for show.
Got it. Labeling only. What's the next tab? Sounds important.
The Activities tab. Now, this is where you start defining what your chatbot actually does. The action part.
Okay, the core behavior, it's special moves.
Right, you can choose its default behavior. Maybe it's a quiz bot, maybe a storyteller, whatever the original template did. Or, importantly, you can just turn that default behavior off completely if you wanted to do something totally different, your own unique thing.
Okay, so I can disable the template's main function and go rogue.
You can. And within this Activities tab, you can also browse pre-built activities, like little ready-made behavior modules, think power-ups, or even create your own custom activities, defining very specific rules for how the chat should go.
Interesting, and the last tab in easy mode?
That's the Character tab! And honestly, for new users, this is probably the most fun place to start messing around and experimenting.
Why is that? Do I get to pick cool outfits?
Pretty much, because here you choose the main avatar, the main 3D model for your bot. You pick its voice, its talkative style, like is it super energetic or chill or really formal, and you can even set some basic personality traits.
Cool, just for the main one, what if I want a whole crew?
Mostly for the main, but you can also add optional sidekick characters here. And each sidekick can have its own separate voice, talking style, and personality settings.
Ooh, so you can build little ensembles, like a whole team of heroes.
Exactly, you can create some really dynamic, awesome conversations with multiple distinct characters, even in easy mode, a whole party.
Okay, easy mode sounds pretty powerful already, but what if I want more power, more control?
Then you toggle on advanced mode. There's usually a switch or button for it, often down in the bottom left of the editor screen. Sometimes it glows. Flick that on, and you unlock a whole deeper layer of control, like finding a secret level.
Deeper layer like what? Access to the matrix?
Like getting access to things called skills. These are extra fixed features you can enable, like special abilities for your bot. You also get to modify or even create things called agendas and dynamics. These control behavior in much, much finer detail.
Plus, you can pick background music, ambient sounds, even import different 3D environments for your bot to hang out in. It's like full world building.
Okay, skills, agendas, dynamics. Sounds like high-level stuff. Let's break those down. Start with skills. What are they? Superpowers?
Think of skills like pre-built plugins or special abilities you can bolt onto your chatbot. You just switch them on or off, like equipping gear in an RPG. You don't change how the skill itself works, just whether your bot has that ability.
Okay, give me some examples. What kind of skills are we talking about? Mind control, laser eyes?
Not quite laser eyes. Yeah, but there's a huge list. There's one that lets your sidekick characters have their own little simulated back and forth chats, even when you're not talking. And the system automatically tags who's supposed to be speaking.
Oh, neat. So they can chat amongst themselves.
Yeah, there's another for dynamically assigning voices if you have multiple characters, maybe even silently assigning text to a character without them speaking it out loud, like thought bubbles, and one that lets characters interrupt each other more naturally using a specific tag in the text so it's not all polite turn-taking.
Okay, making it sound more real, less robotic.
Kind of, yeah. Others include adding little listener sounds like, or just to make it feel less like talking to a wall. You can set the default way the AI communicates, primarily spoken, for instance.
What about visual stuff? Can it show me cool pictures?
Loads of skills for that. Displaying just plain text in a little window, creating silent title overlays on screen, maybe when the topic changes, like a chapter title. Building interactive quizzes using those overlays for questions and answers.
Quizzes again? Those are popular.
It's a super clear use case. There are also skills for generating AI images during the chat. Whoa! Searching Wikipedia for images and showing them, displaying your own image files or even video files from specific folders you set up.
My own videos? Like I can make my bot show my cat videos, MP4s?
Yep, MP4s from designated subfolders, standard size or full screen. There's even a skill to just clear whatever is being displayed on screen, like wiping the slate clean.
Okay, that's a lot of display options. Anything weirder or more advanced? Like super duper advanced?
How about live webcam integration? There are skills to stream your webcam feed into a panel in the 3D environment.
Whoa, seriously?
Skills to let you switch between different connected webcams, and even skills to let the AI analyze what's currently visible in the webcam feed.
You mean I could ask the chatbot what it sees on my webcam? Like, hey bot, what am I holding up?
Potentially, yes. Or analyze static images or video frames shown on the display. Imagine asking it to describe a picture you just showed it. But analyze this weird alien I drew.
That's kind of wild. Okay, what else is in this amazing skills toolkit?
Multimedia stuff continues, playing audio files from your computer, Spotify integration, searching, playing tracks, controlling playback via the chatbot.
So my chatbot could be my personal DJ. Epic.
Could be. Let's see. Reading Wikipedia articles aloud, or rather pulling the text in for its next response. Creating text displays that also have speech bubbles, triggering random events in the environment, like a sudden meteor shower, maybe not. Accessing text from local files, displaying images based on, database entries. It's a really, really, really extensive list of powers.
Wow. Okay, so skills are like individual superpowers. What about activities then? You mentioned those too, Jacob.
Right, so if skills are the tools, the hammer, the screwdriver, the webcam analyzer, the laser beam, then activities are the blueprints or the instruction manual telling the chatbot how and when to use those tools. Activities define the overall behavior and the flow of the interaction, like the plot of a story.
Gotcha. So activities orchestrate the skills like a conductor leading an orchestra of robots. Are there different types of activities?
Yeah, 3 main kinds. First is the main activity. That's the core behavior that came with the template you started with, remember? The default mission.
Right, the default quiz or story or whatever the template was built for.
Exactly, you can keep that running, or as we said, you can disable it in the Activities tab if you want your bot to do something completely different, go off on a new adventure.
Okay, main activity. What else?
Then you have custom activities. This is where you write your own rules, your own code. Define the specific purpose and interaction flow for your unique chatbot idea. This is where the real personalization, the you part, happens.
Right, my custom logic, my master plan.
Precisely. And the third type is the list of activities. This is like a library of pre-made activity blocks for common tasks. Maybe language teaching drills, specific quiz formats, guided meditation steps, things like that. Pre-built mission packs.
Okay, pre-built behaviors, like side quests. So how do activities and skills connect? It's like a big puzzle, right?
They work hand in hand, like best buddies.
Uh-huh.
An activity tells the bot what to do, and it often relies on specific skills to do it. For example, you could create a custom activity that says, when the user mentions a famous painting, use the AI image generation skill to create an image inspired by it, and then use the UI title overlay skill to display the painting's name.
I see. The activity defines the trigger, user mentions painting, and the sequence of actions using the necessary skills like power-ups.
Exactly. And it's worth noting, the default main activity and those pre-built list of activities, they usually automatically enable the skills they need. So if you pick a Wikipedia researcher activity, it'll probably turn on the Wikipedia search and display skills for you, like magic.
That's helpful. So basically, activities are the brains, the strategy, integrating all the skill muscles and powers.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah, they bring the skills together into a coherent function, a superbot. Now, we also mentioned dynamics and agenda in advanced mode.
We probably won't dive super duper deep there today, that's like expert level, but just know they offer even more fine-grained control over moment-to-moment behavior and long-term goals for the AI. This really lets you create complex interactions and control how characters behave over time, making them feel almost like real personalities.
Okay, good to know they're there for when we become, ultimate power users. So I've spent ages tweaking my skills and activities, building my masterpiece. How do I make sure I don't lose it all? If the power goes out, saving?
Right, saving, super important. When you first hit that plus icon and make your initial copy, you'll just see a create button in the editor. Clicking that basically finishes the initial setup and puts your new bot into the My Creations list. Your first bot is born.
Okay, so create is the first save, sort of. Got it.
Kind of. Then once it exists and you go back in to edit it later, you'll see 2 options, save and save as, just like in your favorite art program.
Standard options. Save just overwrites the old one, right?
Exactly. Save updates the current version of the bot you're editing with all your latest awesome changes.
And save as, that's like making a backup or a different version.
Creates a completely new separate copy of the bot as it is right now, leaving the version you opened untouched. So if you want to experiment with a big crazy change but keep the old version safe, you'd use save as. It's like having a safety net or a clone.
Right, and then any further saves would affect the new copy I just made with save as.
Correct. And just to be clear, saving is per chatbot. You save bot A, it saves bot A's settings, doesn't mess with bot B. It locks in everything for that specific bot you're working on, keeping it safe and sound.
Okay, so wrapping things up here, Replikant Chat, we feel, is a genuinely fresh, super exciting take on AI interaction. These embodied 3D chatbots, the level of customization, it's just Wow.
It really is. You can go from simple, fun chats to incredibly complex, multi-skilled AI personalities, all within this virtual 3D space we provide. It's like your own digital universe.
Whether you're looking for, I don't know, a personalized way to learn something new, or just some unique entertainment, or you actually want to build these kinds of AI experiences yourself, like us.
We believe it offers a galaxy of possibilities, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And maybe that leads to a final thought for everyone listening out there in the YouTube sphere.
Just imagine having your own custom AI tutor that can actually show you things visually in 3D, or a storyteller whose characters act out scenes right in front of you, or even a virtual partner to brainstorm super creative projects with.
All right there in this interactive space. So the big question is, what kind of chatbot would you build?
That's the ultimate quest, isn't it?
It's totally worth exploring Replikant Chat if this sounds even a tiny bit intriguing, and just thinking about what becomes possible when AI gets this kind of accessible, customizable, embodied form that we're working super hard to provide.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for taking this mega deep dive with us today, guys.
Our pleasure.
So much fun. Now go build something awesome.